Hello everybody, hope you're all well. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I've got some Poundland DIYs for you, all really Christmassy and relatively straightforward to do. I've got a few to share with you today, and today's video is also a really exciting one because it is in collaboration with one of my favourite YouTubers, Amanda Oak Ince, who I've been watching now for quite a while, and I really love Amanda's videos. She does some fab videos, including lots of hauls. She does lots of Poundland hauls, which we all love here, don't we? And I really like her vibe. She also does videos about motherhood. She's got some DIYs, vlogs, all kinds of things, and I think you'll absolutely love her if you haven't discovered her channel already. So I'm going to link Amanda's video down below in the description box, so make sure when you've watched this one that you go over and have a look at Amanda's DIYs, and make sure you subscribe when you do so, and say hi from me when you pop over there as well. I haven't seen what Amanda's made yet, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what she comes up with. And I love watching her Poundland hauls because different people find different things in Poundland, don't they? I know a lot of you say to me that you haven't spotted some of the things that I found in store and things like that. So I love watching other people's Poundland hauls too, to see what they've spotted in store, and also to see what ideas they come up with different things as well. And Amanda's got some fab ideas for things that she's found in Poundland before. So I'm really excited to see what she comes up with her items. But yeah, let's jump into the video. Before we do, if you're new here, do click subscribe. I post new videos every single week. And if you've popped over from Amanda's channel, hello, it's great to see you. Thank you so much for popping over, and I hope you'll stick around. So yeah, all that remains to say is cue the Christmas intro, and then we'll get cracking with the DIYs. I would say quick sip of the coffee, but I don't have one to hand, so there we are. So for the first one, I'm taking one of these metal wreath bases, and I'm going to go on with some of these bottle brush trees. I absolutely love these. So I picked up some of the silver ones in store, and I'm just using my glue gun to hot glue these on. I'm spacing them out using the dividers that are already set on the wreath, which is helping me get an idea of what is the equal amount to put the three onto the wreath. Next up, I'm going on with some of the pine cones that you can get in Poundland. I love the fact that these have the white paint on them already, so they already look nice and frosty, but you could of course paint some that you may have found out and about. And I'm going on with these, and I'm finding that 3 is the perfect fit in between the trees, which is great as there was 9 in a pack. But yeah, you could of course use your own or add anything else that you like in the gaps. You could add some foliage, maybe some smaller trees, or even some ornaments, whatever takes your fancy. Have fun with this one. But I'm just going on again with the hot glue to secure these into place, and you will see that I'm doing this over some cardboard because the hot glue will drip through a little bit, so I'm just snipping that off with a pair of scissors to make sure there's no strands of that left over. But yeah, they're going on nicely, they're sticking really firmly, and this is going to be a really simple DIY to make a centerpiece for your table. So you can pop a candle in the middle of this. Just be careful that no naked flames get too close to the trees. You could of course use an LED light in there as well, or a little lantern, anything that you fancy. And I've put it on a piece of wood, added a candle, and this is how it turned out. Next up, I'm taking an old frame from Poundland. This is a stag design. I think I actually got this one in the sale for 50p, which was a bargain, maybe even 25p, who knows. But it was a while back, and this was just knocking it around, so I thought it's time to do a little upcycle on this one. So I'm actually popping the back off and turning it over. It's actually quite like the look of the back of it. It's kind of like this simple wooden or chipboard effect, which I quite like the colour, so I went with that, and actually quite like the grey already for the frame. But this candy cane had taken a bashing and actually got snapped, so I thought I'd use that one along with some pine cones that I actually had collected myself. So these are all foraged, so I thought let's go on and make these into a Christmas tree shape. As you can see, I'm arranging them a little bit like you would with snooker balls or pool balls if you play that sort of thing, but if not, then just arrange them in a triangle. And I'm going on with some hot glue to stick on some of the candy cane to make the tree trunk, and then I'm going on with some more hot glue to stick down the pine cones in the Christmas tree formation. So just go down in different amounts. So as you can see, I've started with 4, and then we're going with 3, 2, and then finally 1 at the top. And as you're gluing them, just try to make sure they're sitting flat, if that makes sense. So find a part of the pine cone where it feels comfortable to sit on the board, and that way it will glue a little bit nicer for you. I picked up some of these present toppers in Wilko's. You can find some of these in Poundland as well. And I'm just going on to add some of these berry style present toppers to give it a bit of colour. But you could add anything you like here. You could add some buttons, you could add some different decorations that you might have already, or some ribbon, anything that you want to decorate your Christmas tree. Make it your own. And finally, I'm adding one of these snowflake present toppers from Poundland to be the star at the top of our tree. And this is how it turned out. Next up, I'm taking one of these polystyrene balls that you can get from the craft section and adding some twine just to hang up our bauble with. So I'm just tying a knot onto that and then hot gluing it onto the top, making sure that's nice and secure. Next up, I'm taking some Christmas ribbon. They have lots of different ribbons in store. You may have some lying around already, but I'm going for this lace ribbon. I thought that would look quite nice. And what I'm doing is gluing it on in a spiral pattern. So I'm just going on with some hot glue and then gluing the edge of the ribbon so that the ribbon can actually stand proud of the bauble as I'm looping it around. It's kind of hard to describe, so hopefully the visuals will help you out with this. But as you can see, I'm just gluing the edge of the ribbon, so I'm not gluing it down flat. So it's kind of sticking out a little bit. And we're just going around in a spiral shape, starting at the base. So starting from the opposite end as to where we stuck the string and then working our way back up. And this is kind of creating a bit of a rose effect, or just a nice pattern really. I just thought that would look slightly different, slightly unusual. And with the lace, I think it just comes out really nicely, even if you're a little bit messy, like I was. I think it's come out really nicely. So I'm really pleased with this one. You can finish off the top by just tying a bow of the lace on top, so you don't see where any of those joins are, but by using the glue, it sticks on really well, and then you don't really see where any of the joins are anyway. But I just thought the bow was a nice little additional touch. More is more at Christmas, as I like to say, so here's how it turned out. And finally, I'm taking one of these wreaths, which I think look lovely on their own, to be honest, but I'm adding some eucalyptus that I had lying around. This, I'm pretty sure, did come from Poundland. It has some sort of glitter going through it as well, but you could pick up some real foliage as well and poke that into one of these. I'm sure that would look really good too. Maybe find some holly or some ivy. And then I'm simply going on with some string. You can find all sorts of different strings in store or at your local garden centre, something like that, or you may even have some lying around already. And I'm just wrapping this around the wreath to kind of disguise where the branches have attached. So as I'm getting to the leaves here, you can see that I'm just sort of holding them out of the way and then continuing to wrap the string around the wreath. And then once I had enough, I just decided to hot glue it at the back. It just keeps it nice and firmly into position. And the string's now given us a really nice flat base that we can then add some more decorations onto. So it just helps to glue anything else onto with it being nice and flat. So I'm going on with some more of these present toppers, which I really love. I think these look so fab, and this is how it turned out. Nice and simple, but I'm really pleased with this one. So there we go, I really hope you enjoyed the DIYs. Let me know which one was your favourite, and if you have a go at making any of these, make sure you tag me in your pictures on Instagram so I can see how you get on with them. And now head over to Amanda's channel, which will be linked below in the description box, to check out her video and see what she's come up with her Poundland DIYs as well. I cannot wait to see them, and make sure you subscribe to Amanda when you do so. But yeah, if you do make any of these, have fun making them. I hope you enjoy it, and don't forget you can always catch me over on Instagram as well. It's Mr. Carrington and Mr. Carrington Home. I'll probably snap some of these over there so you can see how I've styled them up about the place as well. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Give the video a little thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon. Bye.